Hi guys, nothing like showing all of you nature in the morning. How I wish to start every day from somewhere in the nature, in the midst of nature, and talking to all of you. So, guys, well, this is 9 minutes motivation at 9 a.m. inspired by me and sponsored by Happy Customers. Happy Customers keeps the customers happy. I am Deepak here, and my life is beautiful and I stay on top of the world because I work as worship. I just love getting dissolved in the nature. I just getting I just love getting involved with the nature. I just love getting involved with the nature. And of course, resolved with the nature. I think this is one of the most beautiful thing that I have learned and practicing in my life is learn to get involved. Only when you get involved, you get dissolved. Only when you get dissolved in that, you get resolved. And then you actually come back out of it evolved. There's a very simple understanding about spiritual growth, spiritual evolution, or any kind of evolution. Of course, that was not I wanted to speak. Actually, I wanted to speak something else, but since just it is expressed by itself after being here, I will only talk about that. Learn to involve with such intensity that you get dissolved. And when you get dissolved in the higher, the whole idea here is the lower has to get involved with the higher. It can be anything. It can be for me, it's nature. It can be for you, your faith. It can be your religion. It can be your guru. It can be your inspiration. It can be somebody whom you look up to in life. If you want to become that, then you have to first get involved. Involved with that intensity, with that love, that dedication, that surrender that you get dissolved. Like the drop of the water get involved in the ocean, dissolves in the ocean, and becomes the ocean by itself. And when it comes out with the quality of the ocean. And that's a very simple understanding about spiritual evolution. I love nature. I'm crazy about nature. And I just get intensely involved with nature, forgetting myself to the point where, after some time, so many of you have been with me in nature, I get dissolved in the nature. I dissolve in the nature to the point I know at times I feel like I'm the rock, I'm the tree, I'm the flowing water, I'm the open skies, I'm that huge mountain. Dissolve to the point I actually feel like I have become nature by itself. I feel I become the wind, just flowing endlessly, timelessly, relentlessly. I become the greenery. I feel abundance. I get dissolved to the point in the nature that I become the nature by itself. And that's how you should get involved to get dissolved. And when I get dissolved in the entire thing, I actually become like a hollow bamboo where all the five elements go through me. I allow it to go through it. At times I go through them, at times they go through me. In the entire thing, the kind of healing happens, cleansing happens. So much about my health gets resolved, so much about my mind gets resolved, so much about my emotion get resolved, so much about my intellectual clarities get resolved, so much about my life issues gets resolved. And after I come out of the nature, the experience of the nature, I come back evolved, a better human being than what I was. And as I come back evolved, I also come back with the essence of nature, that quality of the nature, like the drop of the water, come back as the ocean itself, or the property of the ocean, quality of the ocean. I also come back evolved. You look up to that guru, that spiritual master, then I think you should get involved with that spiritual master to the point you get dissolved in that master, to the point where the energy of the master, the clarity of the master, the strength of the master, the radiance of the master, a vibrancy of the master, the vibration of the master, you come back from there. You come back evolved. And that's the simple basic science of a spiritual growth, of a spiritual evolution. Involve. involve with such intensity that you forget yourself, that you exist in front of that. If that's your religion, that get involved in that religion. If that religion means so much to you, whichever religion you are born into or whichever religion you want to pursue in your life and follow in that life, and you think that is the path where will lead me to my liberation, involve. Involve in everything that you can do for that religion. Involve in all the activities, all the rituals, and absolutely go spiritual. Involve in that religion. Dissolve in that religion, that you should become the religion by itself. We are walking, talking religion. You are religion on the move. People should see and say, that's dharma. That's how you should live. Religion becomes your way of life. Dissolve to the point, and that religion will resolve everything about your life. Your issues, your health, everything. The religion does not fail. No religion has ever failed. It might have failed in people, but religion never fails. It dissolve in the religion, and religion will resolve your life, and then you come out of that religion as a evolved person. Like how many spiritual masters we have seen across the globe have come evolved. It's as simple as that. Let's not complicate it. Learn to involve. In that which you involve, get so involved that to a point you get dissolved, where you no more have your own definition. You lose your identity and you become that. And to what you loosen, to what you dissolve in, you become that. It's as simple as that. Water, drop of the water dissolves in the ocean and becomes the ocean itself. You dissolve in your God, and you actually become God itself for those few, whatever it may be, time. In that, the energy of the God, or the energy of whatever you have faith into, that resolves so much about your life, and you come out evolved. It's, I'm not saying it's easy to practice, because our mind comes in between, our doubts comes in between, our judgmental mind comes in between, and it holds us back. I've seen people go all the way to ocean, stand on the beach, and not even want to step in the water because of whatever reasons it is. How does it help? I think there is no enemy outside there, or enemy sitting within us. Our that mind which does not allow us to trust, does not allow us to believe, does not allow us to have faith and practice faith, and just lose ourselves to the experience. But dance, then dance. In music, then music. Work, then work. Involve in the work, dissolve in the work, and the work will resolve for you, and you come back evolved from that same work. Involve in the dance, dissolve in the dance, and the dance will resolve so much about your life, and you come back as an evolved human being. Involve in the music, dissolve in the music, and that same music, because music is spiritual, dance is spiritual, work is spiritual, action is spiritual, and anything that is spiritual will resolve your life. For me, it's my nature. It's my God. It's everything. Visible God. I can see it, I can feel it, I can smell it, I can taste it, I can hug it. And this, I get involved to the point I get dissolved to become nature by itself. And then this resolves so much of my life. And I always keep evolving from every nature experience of mine. What about you? What are you going to get involved into, and what are you going to get dissolved into, and how it is going to resolve, and then how are you going to evolve out of it? I think you should see by yourself. This weekend we are going for top of the world experience, 3 days in nature with so many of us together. I promise you, I'll get you involved, I'll get you dissolved, I'll get you resolved. Of course, you'll go back from top of the world, evolved. With this belief, yes, it's possible. Let's start this beautiful day from the top of the rocks and the mountains. Here we go. I believe I can. I believe I am. I believe I can. Guys, go, set, and grow. To know heaven may be up